the Holy Roman Empire, 1403. Welcome to the first look at the gameplay of Kingdom Come Deliverance II, a unique action RPG with a vast realistic open world and a grand cinematic story. As the young lad Henry, you will embark on an unforgettable journey through the beautiful but brutal world of the late Middle Ages. Our task for this quest is to find two men-at-arms, Raniek and Ada, and recruit them into a rebellious task force of which Henry is part. With a bunch of talented criminals and violent drunks, you're about to unleash a guerrilla warfare against Sigismund, the usurper of the Bohemian throne. The first man on the list, Raniek, was last seen in the nearby village of Bilani, playing dice in the tavern. Let's go ask the local gamblers about him. It's very early. The villagers are just waking up to their everyday chores, milking cows, harvesting crops, or gambling groschen. Nice fellas. They offered us a drink, and now they'll introduce Raniek to us. No questions asked. Looking forward to meeting him. Seems like a feel-good quest. The life of a true medieval adventurer isn't always about winning epic battles, saving damsels in distress, and forging your own destiny. Sometimes it's about fumbling for corpses in a pile of shit
Something's moving over there.
behind the Bilani Tavern at 7 a.m. Here we go. Poor Henry. I don't think they deserve the bow after all. KCD2 aims to bring a unique blend of realism and fun into every part of the game, combat included. Our fighting system is built on true medieval martial arts and wrestling techniques. Fluid, thrilling, and tactical, as in real combat. Movement is the key, as is equipping a good set of armor. Otherwise, you might find yourself in a pickle. We should leave before someone notices the new corpses and starts investigating. As proven by this lovely lady, the world reacts to your behavior, looks, and even smell.
Murder! I found a body!
Time to vanish. In order to properly wash away our morning adventure, let's visit the best bathhouse around, which is located nowhere else than in the great city of Kuttenberg, the crown jewel of the Holy Roman Empire, the central bank of the kings, a place where people of all sorts come to pursue the Bohemian dream and seek their fortune. A city filled with people to befriend or betray, and all sorts of adventures and quests for you to uncover. Now that we're all scrubbed up, let's take a stroll around the city. The world in KCD2 doesn't wait for you to come and trigger the lives of its citizens. All inhabitants have their own day routines. Merchants, wenchers, soldiers, or executioners. They all wake up, go about their workday, and once that's finished, they go home to their families or to the tavern to their beers. KCD2 aims to bring you a uniquely reactive and believable world. Whatever you do as Henry, it will have consequences, and you will feel them. Have you haggled too long with the greengrocer about the price of his cabbage? Well, now he's pissed off, and you can forget about any sale. Thrown your favourite hat in front of a beggar kneeling by the church. Come back a minute later, and you'll see him wearing it proudly. Or killed the local innkeeper's husband. She'll be crying in front of her house the next time you go there, making you feel really miserable. Across this demo, we'll play as a good-hearted lad. Apart from the ending though, spoiler alert, but the game allows you to push Henry towards any behaviour, even the most vile. Here's a quick example of what you'll be able to do to stir some mayhem in the city. And now, back to our good lad Henry. A prime example of a random encounter. Cheeky bugger! 50 groschen? That's worth at least a hug down the bathhouse. With our groschen back in our pocket, let's go to see a merchant to stock up on food, sell Raniek's bow, and head to the whereabouts of the second man on our list. Fresh bacon is good, but then again, it won't last too long in your inventory. For longer journeys, dried food is always better, as it doesn't spoil, and you don't risk getting sick from rotten bacon. Now that we're geared up with some food for our hungry Henry, let's proceed with our quest. The world in KCD2 is filled with places to discover. Let's have a look at this old ruin. There might be something valuable. We should listen to Mr. Marlborough and not provoke him. But given his menacing tone, he must be guarding something valuable. That's a promise we can't leave behind like that. Let's change our outfit to something more quiet and drop the chainmail for a bit, so we don't rattle across the whole camp. An alchemy lab. Of course. Oi, Pinkman. God damn. As you can notice, shields are very handy when you carry only a short weapon and have a free hand. But we cracked it right enough. Let's try to dodge and attack him right after. There you go, Henry. Yes, the weapons and shields can fall apart during combat if they're damaged enough, so it always pays off to take good care of them. Victory at last. Now, what should we do with him? If you rewind a few moments back, you can even see he gave Henry his red shoes. But it could have been much worse for him. There must be something of great value here. Oh yes, Saviour Schnapps, a classic period potion through which you save the game. This was worth the 3 kills, unlike the bow. Now, back to the recruiting campaign. The second man on the list, called Ada, was supposedly misbehaving last night around this village. And the gossip says he was caught with the butcher's wife. We should hurry up then. A violent mercenary and a jealous wife-beater behind the village can't end up well. Well, at least Eva can find someone nicer now. What a day, Henry. You did good. Now, off to find a bed, a bite to eat, and prepare for more tales to come. This concludes our gameplay showcase of Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Get ready for more exciting peeks into this medieval adventure on our journey towards release, February 11th, 2025.
Subscribe, you peasants, subscribe. I keep telling you, but you're not listening. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't, you will always be a lowly peasant. You will never rise up the ranks like Henry. If I find out that any of you are watching the channel without being subscribed, I will send you to the gallows. I'll have you hung, drawn, and quartered. I have that power. I'm serious.